The management of a chain of frozen yogurt stores believes that T days after the end of an advertising campaign, the rate at which the volume V in dollars of sales is changing is approximated by V prime of T equals negative 29,400 e to the negative 0.44 t. So let's write that down. So volume is changing according to this formula right here. On the day that the advertising campaign ends, so t equals 0, the sales volume is 190,000. So we have points, which are time and volume, and we have one point which is 0 and 190,000. I'm not going to put a comma there because it'll mix up the commas inside this point. All right, now find both v prime of 7 and its integral v of 7. Round your answers to the nearest cent. All right, v prime of 7, pretty straightforward because we already have the function v prime of t. We just need to substitute 7 in. So negative 29,400 e to the negative 0.44 times 7. And we can approximate that using the calculator. So negative 29,400 e is there. E raised to the negative 0.44 times 7, or negative 1351.20. So reducing by $1,351.20 after the 7th unit of volume. All right, now we want to find the actual volume for selling 7 units. So the volume, its function is going to be the integral of v prime of t, which is the marginal volume. So we're going to have to take the integral of negative 29,400 e to the negative 0.44 t dt Now, in order to integrate this, we're going to need to probably use some form of the substitution method. And the substitution method says to find some function u, which is a piece of your integrand that's an inner function. So the exponent on our exponential function looks like a good thing to use, and whose derivative looks like another part. So here its derivative is just negative 0.44 dt, and we do have the dt inside the function. Let's just handle these exponents or these constants like this. So let's just divide both sides by negative 0.44. And so this is going to be negative 29,400 over negative 0.44 times the integral of e to the u du. Now, let's take a look at these numbers here. They look just crazy enough to actually divide evenly. They do not. Okay, never mind that. Sometimes they're set up to where they will. For now, I guess just let's leave it the way it is. Of course, we could make that both positive. So 29,400 over 0.44, the integral of e to the u du. E to the u is its own derivative, so it should make sense that it's also its own antiderivative as well. So that's just e to the u plus c, which would be 29,400 divided by 0.44 e to the negative 0.44 t plus c. So our function v of t looks like this. But this is a general solution. And a general solution, the problem with that is that we need to solve for what the value c is so that we get a particular solution. That's why we were given this initial value. So the initial value of t equals 0 and 190, that's a hint as to how we get a particular solution. So the volume at time 0 is 29,400 divided by 0.44 e to the negative 0.44 times 0 plus c, and that's equal to the initial value of 190,000. Okay, so this just evaluates to 1, because e to the 0th power is just 1. So effectively, I have this constant, which is, I'll go ahead and just write it to a decimal now, 66,818.18. So 66,818.18 plus c equals 190,000. I put too many zeros there. Now I can figure out what c is just by subtracting this number from both sides. So 190,000 minus that value is 123,181.82. Make sure I copy that right. Good. So now we have our particular solution. So the particular solution is v of t equals, I might as well just give in on that. So 66,818.18 e to the negative 0.44 t plus 181.82. So the actual volume of 7 units sold would be 66,818.18 e to the negative 0.44 times 7 plus 123,181.82. And let's see, 66,818.18 e to the negative 0.44 times 7 plus 123,181.82. Hopefully I've typed all that in correctly. So 126,252.73. 252.73.